Hi, I'm Maureen G. Mulvaney, better known as MGM. And in my book, The Women's Millionaire Club, I talk about 20 of the top women home-based business millionaires who became millionaires not because they have a business background, simply by learning success. My research absolutely proves that success is learned. That's so exciting. Everyone should be jumping up and down because it means that if they could learn success, so can you. And I start in the book with my mom, who absolutely taught me one of the first ingredients of success, and that's spaced repetition. Spaced repetition. You see, Maxwell Maltz wrote a book called Psycho-Cybernetics. Almost every advertising person and salesperson I know has read that book. It's become their Bible. And every commercial that you see on the television used that piece of information to create success in advertising. Let me give you an example. In advertising, they said, plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is comes to mind. It was an Alka-Seltzer commercial. They had a commercial said that let your fingers do the walking through the yellow pages. It was a Yellow Pages commercial. And years ago, it said Winston tastes good like a cigarette should. Of course, that's been banned from the television for the last 35 years, but it doesn't matter. Those phrases stuck with you because of spaced repetition. And the kids today don't even know these commercials because it was before they were born. But my mom, we used to call her the queen of spaced repetition. Because you see, she named me Maureen Gail Mulvaney, so my name would be lyrical and Irish, but also so that the initials would be MGM, her big production. You can't even make stuff up like this. And so my mother used the spaced repetition throughout my entire life. When I was in kindergarten, she would send me handwritten notes if I colored a paper or anything that I did, and she would say, I believe in you, my MGM, a big production. And as I grew up and went to college, she always wrote me these handwritten notes. Well, the very first time I was to speak before 7,000 people. Don't you know, I went to the auditorium the night before. I had the production manager come down and turn on all the lights so that I could see what the audience would look like when I began to speak. Well, after I was on the stage, I went, and back in the dark ages, before cell phones, I had to go to a payphone. And I went to the payphone and I dialed up my parents and I called my mom and I said, Mom, I can't do this. I was whining like a crazy person. And I said, I just don't think I can do it. It's so big. It's going to be so massive. I just am so nervous. And my mother, who was from Boston, said, Oh, Maureen, now listen. I want you to know that you are a big production. Your whole life has been destined to step onto that stage. I want you to know that you are a big production. I believe in you. You know how to do this, so I want you to step onto that stage and claim your destiny. Wow. I walked back to the hotel, and that's all I could think about. Claim my destiny. By the time I got back to the hotel, there was a knock on the door, and I opened the door to a dozen red roses. And the note said, We believe in you. Claim your destiny. Love, Mom and Dad. Wow. It was very hard not to step onto that stage and claim my destiny. And I want you to do the same. You are destined for greatness. I believe in you. So step into whatever it is you're supposed to be doing. You can claim your destiny too. Use spaced repetition. And how it works is you do it 6 times a day for 21 days. Whatever you see, say, or do 6 times a day for 21 days, you will own. And my mother always wrote me handwritten notes. Every time she could, she dropped into a conversation. Oh, 21 is a good age to get married. 21 is a good age to get married. And she could be talking about the weather, and she'd say 21 is a good age to get married. There's 3 children in my family. None of us got married before age 21. Now, perhaps Mother should have said something about divorce, but she did say something about marriage. And so the same thing will work for you, just as it has in my career. So you can claim your destiny because you see, success is learned. And if you have the right tools and you have the right ingredients, because I talk about the success recipes in my book, The Women's Millionaire Club, you too can claim your destiny. So the first ingredient is spaced repetition. Use it to your advantage.